What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Must Own Wingers video. This is going to be a good one, but before we jump into this video, make sure you check out the video description. We have so much content to look forward to, so make sure you hop in our Discord, check out our website, and toss us a follow on Twitter to make sure you're fully prepared for this upcoming season. If you want access to our projections, trade analyzer, and the Fantasy Puck Listeners League, head over to our Patreon. The link is in the description. Player of the Day is back, and for those who are new to the channel, I will give you a random stat that's associated with the player, and in the comment section below, it is your job to figure out who that player is. The random stat today is, this player had serious trouble getting the puck out, leading the league with 341 defensive zone giveaways. Leave your answers in the comment section below, and let's jump into the 5 must-own wingers for this fantasy season. The first must-own winger is Nikolaj Ehlers of the Winnipeg Jets. The 25-year-old is entering his 7th season with the Jets after coming off what one would say his best season. In 47 games, he scored 21 goals, 46 points, added 13 power play points, and 148 shots. The most impressive part of his season is that he played under 17 minutes per night and was almost a point per game. Ehlers has only played more than 17 minutes once in his career, which raises a big question mark given the success he's had with the Jets. He did deal with some injury last season, which caused him to miss some time, but in his 6-year NHL career, Ehlers has played every game in 3 of those seasons, making him a really safe play. His shot volume last year was at the highest of his career. In 2019, he averaged 2.85 shots per game, and he managed to raise his total by about 10% to 3.15 shots per game. If Ehlers can continue to shoot the puck at this rate, and if the Jets raise his minutes, Ehlers can be one of the top scoring wingers this season. On Yahoo, his ADP is 58, and on ESPN, he's a steal at rank 84. Moving on, the next must-own winger is Carter Verhaeghe of the Florida Panthers. Verhaeghe was probably the best and most unexpected breakout player of 2020. He signed with Florida on the offseason for just $1.1 mil and broke out to score 18 goals, 36 points in 43 games, while adding an outstanding plus 13 rating and 103 shots. For only scoring 2 points on the power play, Verhaeghe's stats are extremely impressive, and in a full 82-game season, he was on pace for 34 goals and 68 points. Florida saw something in him that no one else did, and he began the season skating with Barkov, who we all know is a household favorite here at Fantasy Puck. His success with Barkov lasted all season, and Verhaeghe's minutes jumped from just $9.22 per night in Tampa to $17.44 per night in Florida. All around, Verhaeghe's contributions offensively in fantasy were exceptional, especially given he was a free agent pickup last year. And if you were lucky enough to add him on the free agency, you might want to look at drafting him as a stud winger this year. In training camp, he's been skating yet again with the top line with Alexander Barkov, but now adding another elite player in Sam Reinhart, Verhaeghe's poised for another big season. Verhaeghe is an absolute steal on Yahoo at ADP 166 and on ESPN at rank 211. Up next, we have Blake Coleman of the Calgary Flames. I'm not overly intrigued with this Calgary top 6, but I think Coleman adds another Matt Tkachuk playstyle to align with Gaudreau and Monahan that desperately needs it. My main reason for liking Coleman and why I think he's a must-own is simply because he's basically a poor man's Brady Tkachuk. We all know how big of a beast Brady is in fantasy. If his ADP wasn't in the top 50 this year, he would absolutely be in this video. But for Coleman, he's one of the few forwards capable of having a 200 shot and 200 hit season. He's done this in his career with the Devils. In 2018, he posted 36 points, added 213 shots and 225 hits. He followed that up with 200 shots and 190 hits in just 66 games in 2019. Coleman's minutes dipped in Tampa to around 15 per night from 17 with the Devils, mainly due to the fact that he was shifted down to the third line in more of a shutdown role. But now that he's on a new team in Calgary, we can expect Coleman's minutes to rise if he stays in the top 6, and a 200 shot, 200 hit season is definitely possible. Last year in 55 games, Coleman scored 14 goals, 31 points, added a plus 15 rating, 122 shots, and 109 hits. All around, this was a great season for Coleman, especially because he was playing a shutdown role and still managed to put up 31 points. Coleman is one of my favorite late round support players that can crush your categories for you. And at ADP 172 on Yahoo and ranked 257 on ESPN, Coleman is a must-own winger for me. Moving on, we're jumping over to the Columbus Blue Jackets right winger, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Many of you that followed along last season knew how high we were on Bjorkstrand. His ADP was extremely low and his upside was really high. He broke out in 2019, scoring 21 goals and 36 points in just 49 games, while averaging over 3 shots per game. It speaks volume to put up that kind of production when playing for Torts. And in 2020, Bjorkstrand continued his success, finishing with a sneaky good season once again. In 56 games, he scored just 18 goals, 44 points, added 6 power play points, and 143 shots. His shot volume did decline, and this is fine as 2019 seemed to be an outlier year. With Torts now out of the picture, Bjorkstrand should finally get more responsibility, and early in training camp, he's been skated on the second line and finally the top power play unit. I think it's important to mention that all of Bjorkstrand's success has come 5-on-5, where just 12 of his 80 points over the last 2 seasons have come on the power play. If he can find success on the top power play unit, and now adding that to his already solid 5-on-5 production, Bjorkstrand can easily have a 30-goal season for the Blue Jackets. It's crazy to think that he's being slept on yet again this season, but luckily for us, it's another reason why he's a must-own winger. On Yahoo, his ADP is at 173, and on ESPN, he's ranked at 127. The final must-own winger and probably the most popular pick in this year's fantasy draft is Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers. I was hesitant to include Reinhart in this because I do have Verhaeghe, who is his line mate, but I think it's really hard to pass up on Reinhart at his current draft ranking. After 7 seasons in Buffalo, the highly skilled former second overall pick has moved on and is now looking to revamp his career on a Florida team who look to be unstoppable this season. Reinhart is currently skating with Barkov and Verhaeghe, a duo who put up spectacular numbers last season, and I anticipate Reinhart to make this line even better. Reinhart's coming off his most productive goal-scoring season of his career. In 54 games, he scored 25 goals, 40 points, adding 16 power play points and 130 shots. He was on pace for a 38-goal season last year, and although this is impressive, his shooting percentage was nearly 50% higher than his career average. Reinhart's shot volume was at the highest rate of his career. He was averaging 2.4 shots per game, a 20% increase from last season at just 2.08 per game. Now on a Florida team who is really competitive, Reinhart's minus 28 plus-minus rating last season should be forgotten about, and I'm confident that he can be an all-around fantasy beast. Reinhart's ADP is rising. On Yahoo, he's up at 84, and on ESPN, he's a little high at rank 55. That'll do it for our must-own wingers video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. As the Fantasy Puck community prepares you for this upcoming season, click the link in our description and check out all of our content channels to ensure that you're fully prepared for this upcoming season. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.